Angel Reese on the Unapologetically Clout Chasing Caitlin Clark podcast. I think that's what it's called. Unapologetic Clout Chasing of Caitlin Clark podcast, hosted by Angel Reese. Shaq went on. There was a couple of very interesting things. I felt like at one point he kind of sexualized Angel Reese. I asked for that clip. And then at one point I think he said that Angel Reese should win Rookie of the Year. But then at another point he talked about, how unique Caitlin Clark was. Let's start with shot number 4. This is Shaq talking about why Caitlin Clark is so loved.
Why do you think people love Caitlin Clark besides her skills?
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point. Steph Curry, a little kid. Like Steph Curry, I love. You know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. I've seen it a little bit in Mahmoud Abdul-Roh, but I've never seen a guy consistently come down. And if you look at, like, if you saw Steph on the street, he ain't got the LeBron muscles. He's not 6'9", he's 6'10". He looked like a perfect, normally office guy.
Yeah.
He's doing stuff that people never seen before. She's doing stuff we've never seen before. Never seen anybody do that on a consistent basis. There's a lot of girls in WNBA that have done it in spurts, but that game I'm watching y'all in the Final Four, I'm like, damn, like. And I was a hater because, I'm down. She was like, she's not going to hit that shot. And bam, like, damn, she's not going to hit that shot. Man, like, if I say 10 times you're not going to hit the shot and you hit the shot, that means you're the truth.
So that's Shaq giving Caitlin Clark some credit right to the face of Angel Reese. Angel Reese sitting there gritting her teeth, I'm sure. Here's Shaq talking about some changes he'd like made to the WNBA, and he wants Angel Reese showcasing her booty more. Play the clip.
Going into year 2 for me, what's some advice that you would give for me?
Keep busting that and get you 1 or 2 moves that'll go to. Because, so people will stop saying, oh, she's shooting. Don't matter what you shoot. It's going and it's effective. But get you 1 or 2 moves. You know who you are? You're the female Antoine Jamison. You know who Antoine Jamison is? He got 20,000 points with his shot. Whatever your shot is. Like, everybody's shot ain't going to be Steph Curry. Your shot is your shot. Your shot got you a women's national championship. Your shot got you in high contention for being Rookie of the Year, which I think you would have won if you didn't got hurt. So don't focus on what people are saying. Be you. If that's your shot, that's your shot. Like, bro, imagine you.
I'm not imagining.
Let me finish. Imagine you in the same little shirt you had on at the Wild 'N Out show, Duncan. You know how many T-shirts you gonna sell, Cuz? You tripping.
Oh, my
what?
God.
What?
Oh, God.
The same little shirt you had on.
Okay, all right.
Duncan,
all right.
Bro,
all right.
I wouldn't buy that shirt, but I know my boy Christian and Alex will buy that shirt. Because listen, you're not beautiful or good looking. You are gorgeous. There's a lot of gorgeous women in the NBA. Like, I love seeing when y'all be coming in, and then, what else I realize this? Because, like, sometimes when people first see y'all, they see y'all, that's what y'all do. They don't know how fucking beautiful y'all are. But when y'all walk into the game, and men are watching the game, hey, man, we like what we like. Oh, my God, we like what we like. So if we like that, and then we see you see y'all dunking, man, y'all money going to go up tremendously.
He wants women dunking, and he wants them showcasing their booties. I don't know if you could potentially be more misogynistic than Shaq was in that interview. And that's not me scolding Shaq. That's like Shaq's keeping it real from his perspective. But Angel Reese loves to complain about people sexualizing her. Anyway, your thoughts on Shaq on the Caitlin Clark grifting show?
Well, the first clip that you played, what Angel Reese really wanted to say when Shaq said, hey, why do you think they like Caitlin Clark so much? She wanted to say, because she's white. That is what both of them would have sat there in agreement in. They all think that. Forget that most of the white girls that have ever existed in the WNBA, nobody knows their name. They don't get an ounce of attention. But that is really what they actually believe. This has turned into a race thing for both of them. That's number one. Number two is she pretended to sort of push back on the, okay, don't sexualize me. Meanwhile, she was telling her producer, hey, get Shaq's number and let's see what we can do after this. I'm still single. And I know there's a picture of him on Instagram with a woman recently who's about 3 feet tall who posted that she was just banging Shaq recently. So Shaq Shaq's doors are open, and I don't care to imagine what they were doing in the following hours after that. I just think it's all a joke.
Hold for 1 second. Hold for 1 second. I'm going to stop you. Shaq has a type, and his type is well under 6 feet tall. Shaq has no interest in Angel Reese. No interest in Red. He's got none. Trust me. I could go further. I'm not going to elaborate.
You would know. You got the insight.
No interest in Angel Reese. She's too tall. He likes short women. Continue.
Huh. Well, I'll take it from Angel Reese's perspective, then I will take your word on that. I know very little about Shaq's type or his sexual preferences, so I will take your word on that. From Angel's perspective, I mean, we're talking about a woman who, every time I see her, she has more. She's like the most innovative sexualizer of herself that I've ever seen. She finds new pieces of her shirt to cut off each time that we see her. This is a woman who got on her own, it was either Instagram or Snapchat, did a vagina wax and then showed it to the camera. Okay, so sexualizing her, she sexualizes herself more than anyone could ever possibly sexualize her. So I just don't want to hear it. I mean, I get it. She points it out, and it's a good thing when women start saying things like that. All the guys just have to nod along so they don't look like a sexual harasser themselves or a misogynist. But the whole thing's a joke. And so my guess is Shaq knows it's a joke. That's why he went there, to do it to her face.
Here, I'll go ahead, Butter.
I just want to say one thing before we run out of time, because I have to make this point. No matter what type you suggest Shaq has, right next to his foot, I guarantee you it might be behind the couch a little bit, or 2 or 3 empty red Solo cups with some Mad Dog 2020 in it and some ice. That dude is toasty. So whatever his type was, in that interview, he started transitioning into Club Shaq, and started honing in on Angel Reese right there. That was a swoop. That was a Cheryl Swoops. Shaq style.
I'm gonna stand on business here and just Shaq's got a type and Angel Reese ain't it.
Well,
I don't know this from experience though. Do you have a different type when you're drunk? I've never been drunk, so I'm asking the two of you.
Everyone.
Does it matter when
all
you're
types
drunk?
do come into play?
The Mad Dog
when you're
2020 type, yeah.
Different types do come into play when you're drunk, but 6'3". I don't think.
He called her
again, there are
gorgeous,
some
though.
guys out there. I got it because I think he honestly believes that. Just because someone's gorgeous doesn't mean she's your type. Doesn't mean that he wants to go that route.
You're not trying to marry her. Shaq was certainly not trying to marry.
I got it.
He needed a type for the next 3 or 4 hours.
Y'all. I can only explain this off air. And so I will. 6'3" ain't his type. I can get drunk as hell. 6'3" ain't my type.
That's the equivalent of saying
anyway.
Yao Ming is not Shaq's type. Like, you need a 7'6" person to make that sort of comparison.
I'm gonna leave it at that. There was one other. Oh, y'all done distract. Oh, I thought the most damning thing Shaq said in that whole deal was, he called her Antoine Jameson. Most people, trust me, she was offended.
She didn't know who that was.
She probably does. She's a basketball fan. She probably does. But, I mean, Antoine Jameson ain't cracking nobody's top 200 in NBA history. And this woman thinks she's one of the greatest WNBA players or greatest women's basketball player of all time. And Antoine Jameson was a nice player. And that's what Shaq just called her, a role player, not a star, certainly not a superstar, not a legend. Hey, you remind me of Antoine Jameson. Oh, nice player. Put up 20,000 points. No one's really heard of him. I think Antoine played at North Carolina. Anyway, Shaq slams Angel Reese to her face. Trust me, she knows it. And that was the telltale. If Shaq were liquored up and wanted to get in her panties, he would not compare her to Antoine Jameson. Trust me.
What?
He knows when that deal was, because trust me, Angel Reese has brought it up. You just called me Antoine Jameson on my clout chasing Caitlin Clark podcast. Oh my God, you just diminished me. I'd rather be sexualized than diminished. Trust me, that's what she said.
I've been
Final
comparing her
thought,
to
be
Dennis
quick, but
Rodman.
don't hurry.
I've been comparing her to Dennis Rodman since she stepped into the league, and that's probably a worse
Dennis
comparison.
Rodman's a legend. No,
What?
Dennis Rodman's a legend. Championships.
Yeah.
TJ, no.
But
Dennis Rodman,
also-
and very important to NBA history. You can't even tell
course.
NBA history without talking about it. Antoine Jameson. You can go a long way before ever mentioning Antoine Jameson.
Yeah, I'm with you. Dennis Rodman is also one of the weirdest people to ever step foot on the hardwood ever, and that's how women think. They're emotional thinkers. What she'll think is tie-dye hair and a wedding dress when she thinks of Dennis Rodman.
If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a moment of Fearless.